All right, hello everyone. So the first question from the Module 11 discussion: what is the work-life balance from the perspective of the authors? What is it from your perspective? Do you have balance as discussed in a chapter? Explain inside the text in your response. So the balance, as is described by the authors, it's just kind of trying to find that balance between your personal life, which is your family, everything you have going on outside of work, and then your work life, which is work. They described work as what you do to help support those that need your support, whether it's just yourself or your dependents. And so that's the work life balance, trying to find the balance between those two, not having one take up too much of your time or another. From my perspective, I really don't have a work life balance, but I have like a school life balance, or like a baseball life balance, and kind of like I tie baseball and school together because those are they go hand in hand to my normal life balance. And so trying to find that balance of getting better at baseball and getting good grades, but also having a life outside of those things. That's what it is for me. I think I have fairly good balance. I struggle sometimes, especially on the school side of things, to balance it, just because I'm so overwhelmed that I'm trying to make enough money to get through college, working a part-time job, and then also get all my extra work in with baseball, go to practice, do all my schoolwork on top of that, and then still have time to do things that a normal teenager would do. So there's some times where I struggle to balance, but most times I have it pretty well under control. The second question, how do organizations in different kinds of workplaces discuss work-life balance? Do they use the language of the text? Can you tell if an organization values work-life balance? How? So I've never really been in an organization, but the thing that I would assume that they probably don't use the same vocab that the text does, but the way I would be able to tell, or I think I would be able to tell, is kind of how their expectations of you, like if their expectations are super high and like they expect you to be there for everything and like no exceptions to these rules, and like if you have a family matter, like they kind of just kick it out the door, then like that's going to be the thing that they ruin that balance because they're not going to let you have it. So those are the things that I would look for if it was my organization. Question number 3: have you, or when have you found work-life balance? Explain your personal experiences of work-life balance in comparison to the author's discussion. So my personal experience of work-life balance, I had last year. I had gotten into a really good rhythm with it being my second year of Running Start and sports picking back up, and I got really good grades compared to what I had before in Running Start. And I had kind of got that balance down, and so it was pretty much the same as the author taught or said, like, especially with the time management part. Like, I noticed I was managing my time a lot better, getting my work done on time and not procrastinating it to the very last minute, because I had that motivation to do it because it felt good when I got the good grades the first time. And so it kind of was almost an addiction, but not in a bad way, if that makes sense. So yeah, question number 4: what was missing from the discussion of work-life balance? Share your perspective and compare and contrast it with the information presented by our authors. I really didn't think anything was missing. I mean, I thought they covered a lot of good points, and the work-life balance that they mentioned were very good. I think they could have exaggerated, or not exaggerated, but expanded on the family portion a little bit. That's a big thing for me, is family. And I think that's one thing that like the work-life balance has to revolve around, is your family, because that's like, or at least for me, that was my life, and that's my future. In my plans for the future, my family is a major part of those plans. So moving forward, yeah, and that's it.